Today we're going to make glazed carrots. First we're going to prep our carrots by cutting the ends off, topping the ends. And also if you see any imperfections, such as you see here, we just use the scraper, call it a scraper. Actually it's called a peeler. Call it a scraper, okay. Alright, so we're just going to get rid of any imperfections that's on it. And we're just going to cut them in circles. That's what we're going to do. You don't want to make them too big. I'm just telling them, I mean, they don't have to be very small, but you want them to be uniform. So you're just going to continue like this until you have had them all sliced. And when we come back, we're going to steam them. All right, we're going to steam our carrots now. We're going to add a little olive oil to the pan. A cup of water. And we're going to steam them until they're tender. We're also going to add our thyme. Yeah, until it's coated. All right. And we're going to steam the carrots until they are tender. And once they're tender, we're going to come back and we're going to put our rum glaze on. The carrots have been simmering for about 15 minutes. We're going to let them to continue to simmer until they are done. For it looks like it's not going to be too long, and then we're going to make our sauce. All right, our carrots are done. And now we're going to begin our glaze. Remember, I started off with a cup of water. So now I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. Tablespoon of butter. And we're just going to melt that around. Remember, we started with a cup of water. That's going to help to build our sauce as well. I just want to melt this butter around. And I use about 1.5 pounds of carrots. Also, I'm going to pour in 1/4 cup of rum. And this is 1/2 cup of brown sugar, but I'm going to start with just half of it. I'm not going to use all of the brown sugar right now. We're going to see how sweet it gets. Also, I added a teaspoon of cornstarch to water to slightly thicken it. A teaspoon of cornstarch with a little water. And we're going to let this come to a boil and thicken. I think I am going to add the rest of the sugar. I'm looking at how much liquid is at the bottom of the pan. So we're going to add all of the brown sugar. And we're just going to let this come up and thicken. And once it thickens, all we have to do is slightly salt it and pepper it, and that should be it. It doesn't need much more after this. Our sauce has thickened. At this time, we're going to salt it. Add a little salt, not much, just a little tiny bit. It's all to your personal preference. I'm not gonna add a lot. Just a little. And also you can taste if you want a little bit more brown sugar. It's up to you how you want it. And once you season it. You can also add a little more rum if you like. And I think I may do that. Yeah, the salt really, really makes a difference. Really makes a difference. Okay, I've tasted this. It just needs a slightly little more. Don't add, just, you know, slightly add the salt. Okay. Really brings out the flavor. And as you can see, the cornstarch has thickened. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more rum. Just a little bit, like a dash. Not a lot. Okay, I get a quick taste. All right. It's good. Just needs a slight dash of rum. That's all it needs. Just a dash. And you see, when you hit the alcohol hits, it really flares up. Okay. All right. It's really coming along here. The alcohol really gave it that extra touch. I'm going to just take another taste. My little tasting spoon. Really good. So now this is done, and all you can do is just let it cool. And then this is your carrots with rum glazed sauce. Enjoy.